All right, VYPE viewers, these are two heavyweights right here in Texas high school football. Coach Joey Martin and Glenn West of Brenham, formerly of Brenham. Just guys, y'all are running now the Texas High School Football Coach Association. Talk about, you're here in Houston and we're talking tackling. Just talk about what we're learning about tackling. What are some of the things y'all are trying to implement top down to teach coaches about tackling?
Well, first of all, we're excited to be here at Del Mar. Athletic Director of Houston ISD, Andre Walker, gave us an opportunity to come in and talk to coaches in the Houston area about tackling. And Glenn and I represent Texas High School Coaches Association. We are talking about tackling certification trained through Atavus, which is a Seattle-based company, and it's due to a mandatory certification through UIL, a collaborative effort for Texas High School Coaches Association, UIL, to help to make the game safer.
Yeah, absolutely, and also take away indecision. There's a systematic way to teach this tackling that keeps the athlete from having his feet still and letting it come to him. He can stay aggressive, but yet stay safe.
There's been a lot of concern about concussions and CTE, and as we looked at it over the last decade or a little bit longer, we're trying to find a way to help make the game safer. We went and met with Atavus in Seattle after the targeting rule came out, and trying to find a way to teach tackling differently and not just make the game safer through rule legislation like the targeting foul, but make the game safer by truly teaching a new technique and a different technique, and that's a shoulder-led tackle. And our coaches, we certified over 22,000 coaches prior to August 1 of 19, and those coaches now have to take certification 2.0 to get certified before August 1 of 21. Coach West?
I think this tackling certification is much like your CPR test. This is not just something that you take, that you just say, okay, I did it. You have to actually learn it. So when you get this certification, you'll actually get 20 drills that you can take back to your schools and teach and be able to look at your athletes on a day-to-day basis and be able to grade those tests, those tackles.
We encourage our coaches now to tackle every day in off season, every day in season, every day in the summer. We have advocated for our coaches and a collaborative effort again with UIL, with Dr. Charles Broadup and Athletic Director Susan Elza. They relax some rules for our coaches and allows our coaches to teach tackling on a daily basis, even in the summer. Shorts and t-shirt, don't need a helmet. This is a very, very safe way of doing this. The other part of this was, as we looked at, it started in the NFL and then college about concussions and CTE. We wanted to be able to do something down in our youth levels to be able to teach our youth level coaches and athletes to make the game safer. And this is for that single mom, that fatherless home, that single mom that's trying to make a decision. Is it safe for my son to play football? And we think it's way safer today than it's been certainly in the last 42 years I've been a part of the game.
You know, football is a fabric in the state of Texas, high school football especially. And it seems like y'all have really gone above and beyond trying to make it safer for kids and parents to have these kids continue to play football. It's a great learning tool. You know, just talk about how important it is to the fabric of the state being high school football.
Well, you know, we think Texas high school football is a big part of the fabric of the state. I mean, we're known for everything's bigger in Texas, and Texas high school football is better than anywhere else. And look at the stats, look at the quarterbacks in the NFL, look at the people playing in the Super Bowl, look at how many kids are drafted, look at how many D1 athletes are in the state of Texas that are recruited from Houston ISD to all around. So this is a bigger deal than just football. We want to make the game safe so we can continue to encourage our coaches to have a platform for that character development for those kids and be able to have life lessons, have mentors, and be able to instruct our athletes for a long time coming. But if we don't make the game safer and we lose the game, then that platform of our coaches with that character development goes away. Coach Webb.
Yeah, I think too, with what Joe was saying about keeping the game, you know, the thing that you teach in athletics and football, but in all athletics, you teach people you teach them to get up off the ground. and we're all going to get knocked down. There's not many other things out there that teach you how to get back up and keep fighting and never give up. And if we lose that, then we've lost a huge part of our society. And to me, it's very dangerous without athletics.
So we've gone through an area of social injustice. We have a racially divided country, but our huddles are not divided. Our locker rooms are not divided. And in our opinions, the fastest way we can get this country to come back together is through athletics. And football is a big driver of that athletics. And you look and follow those championship teams, you look and follow those high school and college and professional teams, that it brings our country together and it brings our society together. And it's a great example of the way we ought to live our life. And if we were to lose football because of concussions, we would lose that platform. And so we're trying to make the game safer to keep that platform.